let's try this. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, hey Jen, can you tell me if you can hear me? Hi Megan. Please, I'm gonna cross my fingers that you can hear me. Hi Laura. Can you guys hear me? Great. Eden can hear me. Yay, perfect. I don't know what happened, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so tonight at 8 o'clock, I have a video. Oh, hold on, let me get my filter on. There we go. Tonight at 8 o'clock, I have a video that I'm putting together. I put it up relatively quickly. It's only like 13 minutes long, so hopefully everybody will watch the whole thing. It is a couple reasons why I decided to put this on YouTube. Reason number one, I get a lot of messages or comments and people saying like, hey, like, where's the original post about this? Like, what's happening? Why is this going on? Or what does this post mean? Can you reference me back to the original one? So I decided just to make a overall general YouTube video to just like cover it. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just to like kind of wrap everything into like one neat 13-minute little video. I mean, this one's like, I really did a terrible job. One short little video. It shows all the clips, recent clips of Mandy being egregious. So starting with, I think it starts with her calling black people chocolates. Then it goes to when she was wearing that charcoal mask to a meeting. And then the most recent Asian accent. And then the video of her letting her child eat thermal shield. And then I address Stuart directly. So that's basically what the video is all about. And I'm hoping the fact that I was able to keep it short, that it will get shared. It will get, I know that Stuart watches, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. I tried to cover my mic and I forgot to cover my mouth. Hold on. Okay. Are you drinking Tim Hortons coffee? No, not that cool. No, this is Get-Go coffee in Pennsylvania. We have thank you, Julie. We have a grocery store called Giant Eagle, and then their offshoot gas station is called Get-Go. Well, we do have Sheets. We do love Sheets here. But no, there's a Get-Go right across from where my son does his performing arts stuff. So anyhow, so that's basically what's going on in a nutshell. If you're not aware of like what's happening over there, basically, you know, Monet is just deciding that they'd rather be silent about people being outwardly racist for their financial purposes, so they don't have to lose money. Because I did speak with Jenny Wild today, and she filled me in that if they got rid of Mandy, it's not so like her whole family is in her downline. Her mom, her grandma, her sister, her like 5 sisters, like the whole family is in this pyramid of Monet under Mandy Evans. So like if she were to be fired, then everybody below her would just roll up to her upline, I guess. But they're probably afraid that like if they get rid of Mandy, how many people are going to quit because they just did it because of Mandy. I don't know why, if anyone's leaving comments, I don't know why I'm not seeing any comments, but Monet is crumbling. Yeah, Monet, I think, there we go. Monet is crumbling, I think, because first you get WFAB left, which who cares? Everybody hates WFAB. And then the whole other group made the mass exodus to Q Sciences. So, you know, they're already losing a lot of top leaders. So they don't want to lose Mandy Evans. I get it. From a financial standpoint, sure, I get it. But from an ethical, moral standpoint, I don't care. I don't care. Megan, who was the other group? Because I can't keep up with all of it. Like, there's too much. There's too many absurd, ridiculous people involved in Monet. And what really hurts my heart is that there are two people that I know nearby me who one's a market partner and one is a managing market mentor, maybe. I don't know. So, oh yeah, the Q Sciences. Yeah, I just don't know what their group was called. So anyhow, yeah, so what was I saying? I don't remember. Unsurprisingly unethical. Well, and that's the thing. Oh, right, about the two people that I know. So that's the thing. It's like the people I know, they're good people. They're nice people. And like, I want them to see, like, even if we never agree on the multi-level marketing side of stuff, like, okay, if they leave Monet and go do another one, like, but like me, like speaking as who I am, when I was with Perfectly Posh, if something like this happened with Perfectly Posh, I'd be like, I'm out of here. Hey, Andrea. I'd be like, I'm done. I'm literally not going to sell for a company that will tolerate this. So I would leave. Because also it's a multi-level marketing company. They're a dime a dozen. There's like 1,000 of them. So like, go find another crappy product to shill. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, that I'm calling on current market partners, you know, people who aren't even in Mandy's downline, to just see, hey, Christy, so tonight I have a video going up at 8 o'clock that just compiles all of the evidence against Mandy Evans, showing like how she's been racist. Am I hiding in my car? Well, not hiding. My son is in his voice class, so Thursdays is becoming the time that I do this. Also, recently someone jumped shop, but still not sure how to get all the info. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm at with what's going on there. I just want current market partners. I just want Monet to crumble. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest with what I want to come from this, I want them to close up. I want them to go down. And if people want to be mad at me, thank you. Oh, funny, I was going to say something about this scarf. My mom got me this scarf for my birthday. And I remember when she showed it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this. There's something about this scarf that like I feel drawn to. My best friend has the exact same scarf and she's been wearing it for years. And then we got together and we were both wearing the exact same scarf. So I do love this scarf. My best friend also has had the same scarf for years. And my mom found it at like, you know, Ross, Marshall's, one of those places. So in any case, yeah. And so back to Monet being super sketchy. I just don't understand how anybody, like when, one of the things I talk about briefly, and I cite my sources, one of the things I talk about briefly is how Stewart was like part of a $1 billion Ponzi scheme, right? Like, and then within 6 months, Monet names him as their CEO. Why on earth would you name somebody who was involved in it? Why would you hire anyone who's involved in a Ponzi scheme? Hey, Cassandra. And then that's what I can't understand. So then as somebody who's trying to be an ethical human being and like practice what I preach, I just don't get it. So the other thing that I talked about in my stories today, and I want to just kind of touch on it here because then this will go up, you know, I'll post this on my YouTube channel. You know, I've gotten a lot of messages from some actual current market partners. I got one from a market partner today. She's still technically a market partner. She said that she still is active, but she appreciated that I was speaking up against the racism for her minorities. Jessie, you're from Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm in a suburb outside of Pittsburgh. But a lot of people, particularly my friends who are in the minority, you know, the different ethnic groups, because I can't identify as any of them. I am as white as they come, if you couldn't tell, are thanking me for doing this. And I just want to like say publicly, like I appreciate when I'm thanked. Don't get me wrong. But I also feel weird to be thanked for doing the right thing. And the reason I say that is because I get very nervous that when I speak up about things like this, people will, specifically people who are in minority categories, will tell me I'm talking too much, talking too loud. I have a white savior complex. And I don't want it to come across that way. But what I talk about in my stories that I really want to address is that I work very hard to identify when I need to use my platform to speak up and when I need to sit down and shut up and let people who are minorities speak. And I think this is one of those instances where right now it is appropriate for me to fight and be loud and be vocal and be heard because I'm white. And here's why. The more the merrier. Yeah, I mean, right, indigenous, the more the merrier, fighting racism is all good. Right, I know. But again, what I have learned as I fight racism is that we need to make sure that we make the room, that our voices don't become louder than Black voices, than indigenous voices, than, Mexican, Spanish, all of the beautiful different ethnicities that there are in the world that are oppressed, Asian. Our voices can't be louder, that we need to use our whiteness as an opportunity to elevate the minority voices, to give them that platform. So what I think happens, we see this in anybody who's white, like, just white as I am, we know, especially in my generation, that there was always it just exists. And if you tell me that it didn't exist, I'm going to call you out and say that you're lying. I'm sorry. But when we were growing up, there was you always knew that there was like the Black neighborhood, right? Somebody would say, don't go that way because you're going to go through this neighborhood. And you'd be like, well, why? And then they wouldn't say it. Like your family or your friends wouldn't say, oh, that's the Black neighborhood. But like, it was understood. Or if a Black person in a hoodie was near you on the street, you would cross the street, right? We had this internalized that if we had to choose, and this is really a hard thing to admit as white people, and I've sat in the uncomfortableness of admitting that I have made this error and judgment before. But when given the choice between the white option or the Black option, okay, whatever it is, candidate, friend, whatever, a lot of white people will instinctively, whether they realize why or not, they'll choose the white option. And like, there are studies that show this. Like we see it happening all the time in employment rates, in school performance, and just everywhere. So based on those statistics, it leads to suggest that if my thumbnail of a video is up against, and I say this in my stories, the beautiful Amal J. Williams, there are people who are going to instinctively choose mine just because I'm white. No other, they don't need any other criteria. And that is wrong. Like, that's not okay. Sure, I want people to watch what I say, but I also, like, Amal is beautiful and well-spoken and intelligent, and her videos deserve to be viewed as much as anybody else's. Okay? So when people click on my video instead of hers or anybody else, but I use hers because she's like the one who just made a video recently. Hey, Jana, the one who just made a video recently about the iGenius person using the N-word. Okay. So if somebody clicks on my video instead of hers, what they need to hear is what they're going to hear over at Amal's. And hopefully what I say will lead them over to Amal's. So that's why right now I feel like my voice needs to be loud. My voice needs to be heard. And, and if they're ever, Amal, like, yeah, Dave, Amal's amazing. Like if you have not subscribed to Amal yet, get over there and go subscribe to her. She's incredible. And so like there's points. So times where white people need to take a step back. So when news people, so like if this ever got national traction, I don't want to be the face of it. I don't want to be the person that they're interviewing saying, tell us about racist Monet. No, that's when the white people need to say, no, here is somebody who directly identifies or can relate to this. They're the ones who need to speak up about it. So that's when you need to, us as white people need to recognize it's not about being famous or getting your 15 minutes of fame because you did something. I've talked about it on a couple podcasts. I always dreamt of being famous, but I don't want to be famous for doing the right thing. I want to be famous because I did, something silly or comical or singing or whatever. But I don't want to end up on the news or a talk show because I started a movement. That's not the point. So the point is Monet needs to go down. Stuart McMillan is a mediocre white man. And when I see his face, I get flames at the side of my face, to quote the late great Madeleine Kahn. So yeah, so that's my little rant about what's going on at Monet and why I'm taking such a stand. I'm doing this for my students. I'm doing this for all of you. Anybody that is being white, I can stand up for the right reasons, but when I... Right, and that's exactly right, Cassandra. We have to know when to stand aside and make sure that we get to a point, you know, if there is any kind of national attention for anything racially involved, that if there's a news anchor interviewing someone about a racial issue, that the white person's not, me, I'm going to talk about it, like back up and give them, say, yeah, come here, let me talk to you. And then you step out of the way and let somebody step in. I just missed a comment here, something about Karina. Have you seen Karina Hurtado post a reel about a Holocaust survivor to tell this person to have the day they deserve? You know what? I did see that. Is that where the girl used the bald filter? Something having to do with the vaccine? Yes, Karina. So also another, so I tagged Karina. I put Karina and Blanca's Animals video YouTube channels. They're in the description of my YouTube video. Karina and Blanca, I think specifically Karina does this, but I think also Blanca now. Hi, Jacko. They do videos in Spanish because there is a large population of Latina, or is it Latinx, or however we say it now. Sometimes I get a little bit lost. But doing, like, translating and commenting on these videos in Spanish, so that all of those people that don't speak English, who are in multi-level marketing companies, can hear commentary and can hear these lies getting debunked. There was I'm not going to know the name. Sure, Nicola Ripia. I can't say that. Ripia, and it went away. It faded away. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry. Nicola Ripia. All right, Jacko. Bye-bye. You really got me. You got me, Jacko. Ha 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 ha. All right. Anyhow, got myself a troll and he almost got me. I really was like, yeah, let me shout out somebody. What a jerk. Anyhow, all right. So we've got some trolls in here. And you know what's funny is that, like, I don't know who these trolls are, the people that are showing up. And Andrew, if you're still here, if you could help me, like, filter them out. Just to be clear, when we go into other people's lives, we don't do crap like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, let's get rid of, I'm going to put you in timeout, Jacko. You're in timeout, sir. Yeah, Andrea's going to take care of you, Jacko. For 300 seconds, apparently, that's what you get. So anyhow, I know. Now that's the thing. It's like, I just think it's, I'm not a troll, honestly. Oh, she got you. Like, you sorry, Chronic, you didn't even get a chance to defend yourself. Here's the thing. I don't care. I just think it's funny because, like, when I go on Jessie Lee's lives or when anyone else goes on their lives, like, we are just saying things to them like, okay, let's acknowledge, you know, whatever. But we're not going on with these terrible Simpson-esque. Anyhow, Boo closed down first, and I'm hoping that both Monet... Listen, if paparazzi and Monet, if 2022 brings us anything, but that's okay, Andrea, put them in timeout. If you've got a username that's like that, put them in timeout. If you have a whatchamacallit, if 2022 brings us the breaking down of paparazzi and Monet, I will just throw a party for myself. Today reacting to Boss Lee's disturbing live with a troll. Great content. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, she went Crazy. But see, that's the thing. Simpson asks Seymour butts names. Right. Like, I don't know who there is a robot like type thing that has been commenting on all my videos. And I'm really curious because it's something about they use some sort of product that got rid of their herpes. And their comments are going on like everything. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to delete your comments. Okay, so Thrive Upline. Yes, Eden. So, okay, let's talk about this for a second. And somebody also said about iGenius going down. Yes, iGenius, paparazzi, Monet. Let's take them down. All right, so yeah, put it on my calendar and my link tree on Instagram. I've linked a live public calendar. It's just going to be different Zoom links, which I do realize has potential to give me lots of Zoom links I don't want. But, we'll just see what happens. If it's not working out, I'll get rid of it. But it is the way, because I'm getting a lot, and I really appreciate it. I'm getting a lot of people sending me Zoom links, but then they end up in my Instagram DMs, and I either I forget the name of the person that sent it, because you all have creative Instagram names, so then I can't even remember who sent it or where I saw it. There was some lovely person who told me that if I sent them a picture of my face without a filter to the sunlight, they would color match me, and I cannot find that message. I don't know who it was. So, yeah, the video about her, comments about herpes. So, DMs do get lost. So I would appreciate it if you just send it to, I don't want no Hans, at gmail.com. Yeah, Megan, if you just get links, like I try to share them out. Like when I get good Zoom links, I just start DMing them to as many people as I can. So, get in my DMs and I'll just share it out. Okay, so that's about it. Hiya, WBA. I'm like, I should stop saying things out loud. Did anyone see the one video where Jessie Lee like said something about something super inappropriate? I don't want to say on my channel, but she didn't know what she was saying. Was there like a reel about that? Or maybe Andrea just sent me a screenshot video. But you see her say something and she's like, what? And she like does not recognize what she has said out loud. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop saying things. I need to stop saying things out loud. I was recruited into It Works. I'm so happy I left, but so true. I still can get on lives and stuff. I would love to debunk those Spanish Zooms. Yeah, Daisy. I mean, so that's what Karina is doing. So get up with her. Okay. Right. So that was hysterically crazy. So put those things in my Google Calendar. I hope I'm not accidentally going to end up. Basically, if the Zoom link does not have descriptors of what I'm about to go into, I'm not going to click it. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to go into that Zoom because I don't want to end up in some sort of cult. Well, I am. Let's just say I don't want to end up in some sort of like inappropriate awfulness on a Zoom call as Barb, because she. Oh, let me talk to you about the talk show I'm doing tomorrow with the lovely Roberta Blevins. Okay, so Roberta Blevins is starting a talk show, basically. Every Friday, we're going to be doing a show called Life After MLM, the show. So I'm like a guest co-host right now. And so we're just going to, tomorrow, we're just going to kind of shoot the shit, shoot the breeze, talk about some stuff on YouTube Live. We're going to stream it through StreamYard. I think it's going to be at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. PST. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to, and if you know Roberta, you're going to have, been on a few of these, but really, okay. I don't know what a Trumper would be doing on here. So we're going to be doing a talk show to discuss all the things. And there's going to be a segment. I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow, but there will be a segment that will be recurring called Bitchin' with Barb. And so we're just going to do that. No, Andrea, no, please don't do that to me. I keep forgetting about my P.O. box. Oh my God. I have got to go get my P.O. box. So yeah, Life After MLM. Dave, Life After MLM is a podcast. It's a very, It's Roberta Blevins' podcast. It's super successful. You should definitely check that out. Check that out. Life After Unlimited, I was featured on it. So many people are featured on it. Roberta has interviewed many, many wonderful people, I believe, including Stephen Hassan. And, what's the guy's name that wrote, didn't she interview the guy that wrote Ponzi-nomics? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know. Yeah. That's okay, Dave. Last night, I clearly had not finished listening to Roberta's interview with Michelle. Oh my God, what's Michelle's last name? Fallible Spoonie. I didn't finish it, and they were making a joke about what they said on the podcast, and I was like, totally didn't get it. Robert Fitzpatrick. Thank you, Megan. She's interviewed Robert Fitzpatrick. She's also, she has connections to Sarah and Skippy. Nippy. I'm not good with names. Hi, Ashley. Yay. I'm not good with names unless I've like met you face to face. Some Trump, but Tommy Robinson been away for, I don't really know. We're not here to talk about Trump. I don't know why you're bringing him up. So if you could just not, because I really don't want to drag you. Like, I don't know you, so I don't want to drag you. Andrea, what are you? Andrea, what are you guys talking about in the comments? You're like killing me. You're killing me, Andrea. Like, you guys are, because I just see like one comment at a time. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Okay. In any case, pure romance party in real life. And it was, yeah, no, pure romances. All right. So we just started to talk about pure romance ones. Andrea, should I put you in timeout? Yeah, should I Barb do some pure romance interviews? Okay, here we go. So we're going to go to a pure romance party. That would be, you know what, if I ever get, like, that's what I want to be famous for. I want to be famous for Barb, which ironically, I think it's so funny that if I ever got famous, it would be, like, the thing that, like, took off my channel was me playing this unattractive old woman. Like, I didn't get famous for being good looking. I got famous for the unattractive old woman. So there you have it. That's like if Saturday Night Live calls me and is like, hey, we want you to be on SNL, it's going to be for Barb. Okay, you guys are still onto the pure romance thing. Hey, Barb looks fine to me. She's adorable. Thank you, Angela. I mean, Barb is, she's a sexy fiend, but in any case... Oh man, I needed this little pick-me-up to talk to you guys because my daughter's daycare is closed until Wednesday because there was a death in the family and like it's a family-run business. So like everybody went to the funeral and it's out of town. So my daughter's home. I think Wednesday's the day she can go back. I hope. I just can't. It's so hard to work with my daughter at home. So I've just been kind of like, and I'm not a great stay-at-home mom. Like I need... So anyhow, you guys are just having like your own whole different conversation about pure romance in the comments. I'm over here like rambling about stuff. Barb on a CBD oil MLM live, maybe after having some herself. You know what? Maybe I should get on a pure romance call, but I feel like, here's the thing, guys. I try to keep my channel an appropriate image just because I am an elementary school teacher. And if my content was ever to be found by the parents of my kids, I don't want them hearing me on, these videos saying certain words. Yeah, lots of editing. Hold on, what time? Okay, I've got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to my son. All right, so goodbye, guys. Duty calls. All right, are you in the service? If you're in the service, thank you for doing that. New subscriber here is POC. Hey, Meg, thank you for being here. And I'll keep chatting you up for that. All right, I am going to go though, so I can go inside and try to sneak a peek of, my son singing, because sometimes he just won't sing for me at home. Oh, and if I can like shamelessly plug, I'm going to put a link in Instagram. My son's really close to hitting his goal for the American Heart Association. Like schools do it every year. His goal was $300. I'd love it if I could get some more donations just to help him get there, because he made that cute video that is on my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube, the channel, and there's a video, Dean, it's about my son. It's the one that clearly doesn't have me, and it's like my son playing basketball. I would really love it if you guys would donate to my son's school fundraiser for the American Heart Association. Both my dad and my grandma have had open heart surgery. So like the American Heart Association has always been. Oh my God, did I just ignore that call? All right, I do have to go. Bye-bye.